can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yeah. I am Dr. Stanzin Jamil. I'm a dental surgeon by profession, and in the health department I work as a district tobacco consultant.
So, sir, my first question is tobacco being produced in Ladakh? If not, how was it introduced to our people?
Okay, tobacco as such is not cultivated in Ladakh, but it is brought here by traders from central India, and earlier it was reportedly it was produced in some regions, some Nubra regions of Ladakh, and now we cannot I don't hear any news about any production happening in Ladakh on tobacco, but if you are asking about the first time it introduced into Ladakh as a market, then it was way back when Ladakh Scout came into being. The army people used to get supplies just like food and ration. They used to get the tobacco as well.
Okay, sir. So my second question is, some drugs are produced through plants, and what measures have been taken to prevent them?
Some drugs are, yes, definitely. So some drugs, many drugs are produced like marijuana and like smack and heroin from poppy plants. Yeah. And what measures to prevent the drug production? Yeah, drug production. You have to join both hands. The producers and the consumers has to reduce the scale, and it has to be reduced on the policy level from the government also. If government imposes some strict law against that, and they regulate, and they also the law enforcers also are strictly controlling their distribution and consumption, then it is going to make a big difference.
Okay, so my next question is, how are these products supplied, and why do our youngsters have access to them?
Youngsters first are lured into this consumption by befriending. Those drug peddlers make friends with the youngsters and supply them free drugs to consume, and as soon they get used to it, and they start getting addicted to that thing. And let me tell you that it is the addiction happens in case of hard drugs with the first dose itself. So it's very easy to get addicted or get hooked to those illicit drugs, and as soon as they get addicted, then they start charging them some money, and then they when the new drug addict are unable to pay for the drug that he want to consume, then he is offered the job of supplier. So this way they recruit local suppliers among the regions. Yes.
Okay. Does the production of this plant used in drugs affect the soil? Do they create wasteland?
Yes, they do. You must have did quite a bit of research into that, and apparently, because it definitely does harm the soil tremendously. The soil in which the drugs are cultivated, they need a lot of nutrients. They take up a lot of artificial fertilizers, and the natural minerals available in the soil are are consumed. And the soil cannot grow any other crop for as many as 10 years if you are growing some drug or tobacco in that particular area.
Okay. Aside from humans, how does smoking affect our ecosystem?
Smoking, yes, it affects the ecosystem because to produce, to cultivate the tobacco, acres of lands are deforested, you know, and also the tobacco industry are making creating a lot of tobacco waste in the environment, like tobacco butts, and the air is also polluted. You know, when if you enter a house where a smoker lives, then that's you can just smell bad. You know, the bad smell you can feel.
Are environmental change affecting the production of this plant? If so, how?
What is?
Are environmental changes affecting the production of these plants? If so, how?
Changes affecting the product. To that, I won't be able to give a very good answer. I'm not sure about that. But environmental, since there are increasing pressure on the producers and the traders, they are using lots of fertilizers, and it is very harmful for the environment. And as far as the environmental changes affecting the production, then I'm not sure about it.
Thank you for the interview, sir.